ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Morning Tooncast. Before we start, if you are wondering what happened to Monday, I forgot to record it. And initially I was like, okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to add it to Tuesday and I'm going to do Monday and Tuesday together. But then I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that because that would screw everything up. Everything has its individual time slot and I don't want to muck those up. So we're just going to push this week's episode of Supernatural Academy to next week and hope that I am not lazy and that I remember to record it next week. But today is the day of Hasman Hotel, and today we learn about the V's: Vox, Valentino, and Velvet. I don't know why Velvet is British in the show when Vox and Valentino are not. But basically, we learn that Valentino is angry with Angel Dust because Angel Dust used to work for him as a model. Although, knowing this show, I think there's some sexual subtext there. But we're not going to get into that right now because that's not relevant. But he used to work for him, and Angel Dust walked out, and Valentino is pissed off and wants to basically get revenge on him. And Vox initially is like, no, we're not going to do that because it's going to be bad for a brand, because they own some kind of like clothing thing, or I'm not entirely sure what it is, but then they discover that Alistair is back, and they're like, you know what, never mind, we're going to take this hotel down from the inside out. And they send what I can only describe as the comic relief. Serpentius is very funny, and I like the fact that that he reminds me a lot of Ludo from Star vs. the Forces of Evil, except somehow he's better. Like, I'm not sure how else to describe this. I love that of the battle between him and Alistair, because Alistair's just like, you've tried this already. You've tried this like half a dozen times, and I'm just gonna beat your ass again. I hope they have that as a running joke where like Serpentius keeps showing back up and trying to beat Alistair, but Alistair just basically beats his ass like every single time. That would be really, really, really funny. But we don't know why. We don't know why Vox is so angry with Alistair. We don't really get a clear sense of it, but whatever it is, he's really, 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 really pissed at him. And the song this week is way better than last week, but that's partly because it's Christian Borle, and I think he's just much better at being younger than Erica Henningsen. I like her. Don't get me wrong. She's not bad. She's got a very pretty voice, but I like powerhouses. I like people with a little bit of bite, and Christian Borle is just freaking awesome. Also, I had to look this up. He's 50. Like 50. I didn't know that he was 50. He sounds so much younger than that. He sounds like he's in his 30s, but no, he's 50. Oh my god, this man sounds so young. But anyway, getting back to the plot. Meanwhile, they send Serpentius into the hotel to spy on Charlie and her friends. And one thing I'm a little bit annoyed at about the show is I thought it would be better than this. I don't like shows that, push the idea of forgiveness. Sometimes I can be okay with it, but in this case, like, he not only tried to kill them multiple times, he tried to kill them more than once, and according to Alistair, it was at least 20 times. And everybody else doesn't trust him, but, Charlie's like, no, I can understand the idea of her being naive, but I think the show needs to do a better job of, like, displaying the fact that her naivety is going to get her in trouble. And hopefully at some point they do that, because so far there hasn't been really any consequences for her being so oblivious. But maybe those consequences will come later. Is there anything else? No, I don't think there's anything else this week. But tomorrow is Wednesday, and that means Vox Machina, everybody. So I will see you tomorrow morning bright and early.